everybody. So today, our activity for the Teen Summer Reading Program is a time capsule. So there's so much going on in the world today, and I thought that is kind of a neat way to kind of put some things together that in 10 years, 20 years, however long you want to make your time capsule for, you can look back and see what you were thinking, how you were feeling at that exact moment. So for your time capsule, you're going to need basically a container. So this is actually a ice cream container that after we finished the ice cream, I emptied it out, cleaned it, and decided to make a time capsule out of it. But it doesn't have to be plastic, but you will need some sort of a box. This is a shoe box. You could also do that. You could use an old coffee can. So there's so many different options. So you don't need to go buy a box. You can use what you already have at home. You're also going to need probably some duct tape so that when you're done putting your items into your time capsule, you'll be able to tape it up. You'll need something to decorate. So for this one, I used magic markers and highlighters, but you could also use magazines, and you could cut out pictures and things and decorate your box. And you could possibly need scissors for different things. And then you also are going to need some personal items. So for our time capsule, I wrote a letter to my future self, which I will ask y'all to do in a little bit, a newspaper, also a sign from the library, because our time capsule is for the library. Also, I got some pictures of books and movies that I've been watching, and I'll cut those out and put those in my time capsule. So some of the things that you could actually put in your time capsule. You could write a letter to your future self, which I've done. You can put photographs of friends or pets or around your house, what your room looks like today, newspaper articles like I've got here. You can ask your parents to write letters to you. And what you would do in that situation is after your parent writes the letter, put it in an envelope, seal it up so you don't read it, and then put it in your time capsule to read when you open it up. You can put journals, your calendar. If maybe if you're done with your calendar, especially if it's a June calendar, you could take that out and put it in the time capsule. So in 10 years from now, you can know what you did on each specific date. And items that are important to you. Another fun thing would be lists. So we're going to actually make a playlist for all of us here at the library that we're going to put into our time capsule. So think about that. Songs that will remind you of the time period that we're in right now. So here's a letter that I wrote to my future self. And I dated it July the 14th, 2020. I said, "Dear future self, I'm creating this time capsule for the Teen Summer Reading Program here at the Hampton B. Allen Library. This year has been very different. We are still in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, and all of our programming had to be replanned and changed. We are unable to host programs in-house, so everything is online. Right now, the library is open under special hours, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. We close at 4:30 each day to allow time for cleaning materials. We have some restrictions. All patrons must wear a face mask that covers both their nose and their mouth. Only 8 patrons are allowed in the library at any given time, and each patron has a 1-hour time limit to spend inside the library. Staff members take turns working the door where we sign patrons in and keep track of the time limits. All programming has halted for the remainder of the year. Things are very different here, but we are very happy to be able to be open. We hope we will be able to continue to remain open. It is very important that we all do our part to keep others safe so that businesses like ours can remain open. There's so much going on in the world right now and in our country. Time capsules can be a fun way to remember a slice of time. I hope that everyone who watches this video will make a time capsule of their own, or if you'd prefer, you can contribute to ours. So if you have special items or notes that you want to write to yourself and you'd like to include them, please drop them by the library. We'd love to add them to ours. So for I'm going to put some items in. Paper. I'm going to cut out some of these. Some of the books that I've read lately. So there's those, some of the movies I've watched. Let's see, what else do I want to put? Our this in there. If you have a clean mask, maybe a disposable one, you could put that in there, but this is my mask, so I'm not going to do that. But you would then, when you're done, you would seal it up, and you would take your duct tape and you would go all the way around it. And some people decide to bury their time capsules, and you can definitely bury it as long as you can remember where you buried it. But you don't have to. You can just put it somewhere in your room, somewhere safe. And this is hard to cut. And the tape is mainly, if you bury it, it's definitely to keep the weather out. But if you don't, it's mainly to just kind of keep you from looking into it every so while, you know. So that would keep it safe. And you can decorate it as much as you want to. You can color it. Put lots of color on it. Make it special for you. Whatever it is you want it to be. And we are creating the playlists. So these are, I'm going to ask all my coworkers, so if you pay attention, you might see them answering me on Facebook and telling me some songs that they think should be added to our playlist. So if you have a song that you would like to add to our playlist, please let us know. And we can make it a group effort. So as you heard in the letter to my future self, I talked about that we do require masks here at the library. And as you all know, when you go in places now, you see lots of masks. And it's actually a requirement most places. So the importance of a mask is that it covers your nose and your mouth. And you'll see when I put on my mask, it goes all the way over my nose. I don't wear it down here. If I wear it down here, then if I sneeze, then my germs will go to my coworkers or to other people that are standing around me. But if I cover my nose like that, and if I happen to sneeze, or even just if I'm breathing out germs, it will not go to other people. So it's important to know that when you're wearing your mask, you're protecting other people, and when they wear a mask, they're protecting you. So if we all wear a mask, then we'll be so much safer and we can stop the spread. So I've selected 4 books today. 2 of them are about time travel, since we are making a time capsule. We have A Wrinkle in Time, and that's by Madeleine L'Engle. And we have Passengers, and that's by Alexandra Bracken. And then the other 2, this one right here is actually Spider Spins a Story, and this is 14 Legends from Native America. So, and this is edited by Jill Max. And I also have Her Stories, African American Folk Tales, Fairy Tales, and True Tales. And I thought it was very interesting that they also included true, almost sounds like interviews of people, which could also be things that you could put into your time capsule. So this would be a good one to check out. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to having you watch next week.